We are going to have one quiz session on the basis of the local names of the cyclone. I will ask question. Okay. Now, Willy Willy. In which region Willy Willy is a name of cyclone? Mid Australia. Very good, Vijay. Typhoon. Western Pacific. Very good. Hurricane. Atlantic Ocean. Cyclone. Indian Ocean. Very good. That's all for this session. We will meet again for our next session. Thank you. Thank you.
A cyclone consists of cool air coming from high pressure area, which surrounds the central low pressure area. This region is called the eye of the storm or center of the storm. The low pressure region is a warm region where the air is warm, which expands and then rises. The cool air from high pressure zone rushes in to fill the void left by the rising warm air. This air warms and becomes moist as well, allowing it to rise. Then more cool air rushes in to fill the void. The warm moist air cools as it rises higher into the atmosphere because temperature drops with increasing altitude. That is also how clouds are formed. Now this process continues again and again. As a result, you will see an eye-like figure at the center of the storm. Now comes the Borealis effect. In the northern hemisphere, the cool air rushing towards the center of the storm is deflected slightly to the right. But keep in mind, the cool air keeps getting attracted towards the center because that's where the warm low pressure zone is. While moving towards the center, the cool air keeps getting deflected. Now this way,
the nature of the wind is that whenever there is a less of the water, naturally the high pressure tends to fill up the gap. Suppose you have kept a saucepan and you have kept it for the warming water, right? And you have forget that the nozzle of the gas is on. So what will happen? The water will actually lessen down. So after that you will add up water to meet your requirement. Just like that, nature also adds up to the requirement and it fills the amount of the water the low pressure has loosens up. And that is why, and along with the Coriolis force, the cyclone turns from straight path to a circular path. And that is why it is so much destructive in nature. You have to remember that tropical cyclone are more destructive than the extratropical cyclone. And later you will understand this.
It creates a spin in a counterclockwise direction. In the southern hemisphere, the Coriolis effect moves air to the left, opposite to what happens in the northern hemisphere. As a result, the spinning of the cyclone is in a clockwise direction in the southern hemisphere. Tropical cyclones are intense, and in the beginning we have read that it occurs over the ocean surface and coastal region because there is a continuous supply of moisture from the ocean or sea. When it reaches the land, the moisture supply is cut off and the storm dissipates. When the cyclone crosses the coast, because after that the land mass starts, so the place where tropical cyclone crosses the coast is called the landfall of the cyclone, meaning the power of the cyclone naturally decreases because the supply of moisture is cut off. The average diameter of a circulating tropical cyclone can vary between 150 and 250 kilometers. However, the diameter of the storm over the Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea, and Indian Ocean is between 600 to 1200 kilometers. And these cyclones move slowly at a speed of about 300 to 500 kilometers per day. So far, we have seen the top view of a tropical cyclone, and this is what it looks vertically. This is the eye of the